Hello everyone, I'm the Gamerverse76 and this is my 81st ever video. I did that thing again! And today is kind of a dollar store makeover, but I'm not going to call it that because I'm painting only one thing. This popcorn bin. And I did paint on this before. Welcome Charles, we all missed you. You remember me painting on this, right? Don't lie to me. This video had like 5 views for the longest time. I don't know if anyone else has watched it since then, but this used to be where I held all of my fabric paint. But I got another popcorn bin and put my matte paint in here. Soft matte paint. This is empty, by the way, because I have a lot of puppy paint. Okay, it's still wet. Get puppy paint. Yeah. Also, speaking of fabric paint, it's been a little while since I did a squishy makeover, I believe.
Quick interruption from voiceover world. I noticed that I actually did my last squishy makeover only 2 months ago, but I actually painted those squishies all the way back in April, so it's actually been like 6 months since I've painted a squishy. That is all.
That's because I'm like out of white paint again. All of my white paint containers, these are both pretty much empty. I don't know why I still have them, they're like trash. But yeah, that's like the only reason. Like I even have these metallic fabric paint, these metallic puppy paints to do a squishy metallic finish, and I don't have the white paint to do it. So as soon as I get white fabric paint again, I will start working on it again. This is in the back of the driveway. Now back to this. I'm doing one item for about 2 reasons. One, it's kind of large. I'm going to do a bit on each side. I don't know how detailed, that one's not very detailed. And 2, I'm still trying to get my time management up to date. Anyways, popcorn bin into fabric paint bin. Let's get to the painting.
Alright, here's the bin. With the taps, of course. Let me empty this. Alrighty, it's empty. More taps. Okay, the taps are getting ridiculous. Peel off the sticker. It left sort of a tan line with the paint that got splashed on it. First step, just like last time, is sanding. This time I'm not going outside for it, I'm just sanding it right on my desk. Now I'm going to grab my white to do a base coat on the 2 sides with printing. Now the base coat is dry, I'm not going to worry about making it opaque because I'm making it colorful and not white. Speaking of, for this side let me grab some red and pink and my wet palette to mix a good color for one side. Quick popsicle stick unboxing. Now move that out of the way, while I get my other colors onto a normal palette, which are green, orange, and blue. I did originally choose these colors because they matched someone that you have not seen yet, but then I realized it actually matched the color scheme of the other bin I painted, so when I painted the sides I made sure to keep it in the same order. Speaking of, let's start painting. A couple of layers later, I'm ready to put on the real sign, because believe it or not, this is not just going to be a multicolored box. Starting with the pink side, now at this point I only knew what animal I wanted to paint here, which is a bunny, so I sketched that out, and then I decided that it should be a fat bunny, and then I drew a little happy face because she is relaxed and happy. I tried to draw her legs like she was doing that cat loaf thing, but I'm not sure if bunnies can even do that, and if they can, what does that look like? But I still think it's cute. Then I decided to give her a little crown because this was a little too simple and I thought that she should have something on her head. And I found that absolutely adorable.
Really good.
So then I gave her a little dress because she's a princess. And you know what? That's her name. Princess. My little princess. Oh, and also a tail. I started out by coloring her brown because that's the color rabbits are sometimes.
I don't have a reason.
And then in a light pink, I colored her dress. And then I gave a little stripe of yellow as an accent color. And also the crown. Because mainly, crowns are usually gold, I think. And I think gold is a shade of yellow. So I thought it would make more sense than a pink crown, and also I think the yellow is cute.
Stupid.
Then I started to line it in black, and I quickly decided that it would look better lined in a darker version of the color it's touching. Then I finished this side with a shadow in red, and now this side is done, so I'm moving on to the next side. On this side I decided to draw a squirrel, and you may be wondering why I decided to draw rabbits and squirrels on this box. Oops, spoilers, there's gonna be 2 of each. Well, my answer is, because on the first box, I use a pun because I keep puffy paint in that bin and I call it puppy paint, so I drew dogs on it. And cats, I guess. But on this one, I'm keeping my soft matte paint in it, and I didn't really have much of a punny theme I could pick, so I just chose an animal I knew was a rabbit, and then I chose a sort of similar animal for the other animal. Enough of that, let's get to the paint. But yeah, this guy is on the green side, so I gave him a piece of lettuce and a green bow on his tail. I didn't really connect to this guy as much as I did with Princess, so I didn't have a name in mind. Suggest one in the comments if you feel like it. I gave him a different brown on his tail and stomach, and I added a blend in between the tail and the main body for some visual interest. Now the lines, of course. I gave him a shadow too. Don't worry if you think he looks kinda whack right now, because I did actually change it off camera. Here's a flash forward to what he ended up like, but for now, let's move on to the next rabbit.
Hey! Real quick, let me drop in for the next side. I made a community post about how this video is going to be a week later because I have more work to do. I got a comment that said maybe you should make a Discord server, and I already have a Discord server. So that comment made me realize I need to talk about it more so people actually know to join. It's in my description, but like, who here actually looks in the description for things you're not told is there? Anyone? Didn't think so. So yeah, join my Discord in the description. And you know what, while I'm at it, let me just say, I also have a merch website, so like, go check that out if you feel like it. Or don't, I won't be offended. Okay, get to the next painting. Also, yes, Karma by Jojo Siwa / Brit Smith played in my head after I read the "and at my like me" part of that comment. And to be honest, it's still playing in my head. Okay, actually get to the painting now.
I wanted him to match Princess, so I drew him as a little excited prince. And that is also his name, Prince. Now you may think that I'm just being uncreative, but no. No. That was their parents who are uncreative. I am super duper creative with names. Now for colors, I'm mixing a beigey brown because why not? Yes, they are meant to be related, but rabbits can be different colors than their siblings. I added yellow to that color and it made it look disgusting. So I added more beige and brown to fix it up. And that looks alright. So I made him that color. And of course I'm doing the monochrome plus yellow thing with him too, because I want him to match Princess. I gave him this mouth in orange, and now he looks terrifying.
Terrifying.
Don't worry, I changed the mouth later. I made his eyes have little twinkles in them, which I thought it would make him a little less scary, but I don't think it helped. And now the lines. This is where I changed the mouth. And of course, the shadow. I feel like something's missing from him, but I don't know what, so I'm just moving on. This time, you can't really see the sketch, so I'm just gonna skip over it real fast. Now I'm painting it, I can explain that this is another squirrel.
I think we all knew that.
Who has their tail over their neck like a scarf because they're gold. Now I gave them eyes and teeth, which is so ugly. I hate it. I changed it later though, don't worry. Now with the lines and raw brown from the tube, I tried to do the eyes and teeth. Oh boy. And do not worry, I changed this because I even hated it at the time. But I didn't know how to fix it at the moment, so it stays like that for a while. Well, boom! The eyes are cuter now. But the teeth are still disgusting. So I covered it with the fur color. Then I gave them a very upset face. Because they're cold and they don't like the cold. There is They are a summer lover. Of course, the shadow in a dark purple, then in a different angle. Whoa, this is so cool. This is too good. Here's my matte Mod Podge, because I really don't want this to peel off. So I actually added 2 coats on all sides. You're not going anywhere, design. And now here it is done, and I love it so much. Well, I love Princess so much. The others, I don't hate them. But yeah, Princess wins the favorite contest. Here it is with my first popcorn bin. Now, obviously, I can't tell the future. But with the amount of views my videos are consistently getting, I bet this one will be the popular girl in school, and this one is like the nobody with like 2 people total who know her name. Sorry, girly. That's all for today, so I hope you enjoyed. Like and subscribe if you made it this far, and if it's your birthday, happy birthday, and goodbye.